So do you also wish that whenever you add the details like the post topic, platform, objective, target audience, tone and the key points in your Google Sheets, automatically the details like the captions, hashtags and CTA should be generated for your own social media platforms? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video I'll show you how to create this AI agent who is going to help you to do this. And if you also want to learn this process step by step, that too without knowing any programming or coding language, follow me through the screen and I'll show you how to create this. So now I have showed you the proper working of this automation, but now let's learn how we can create this step by step. So to do this, I've opened the workflow builder of my Pabbly Connect account. So I'm an existing user, so I directly logged in and opened this workflow builder. And if you are an existing user like me, you can do the same. But if you are a new user, you're going to get the landing page URL of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. Go on that URL, you're going to get the option of sign up for free in the top right corner. Go on sign up for free, and then you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore Pabbly Connect. Sign up and then open this workflow builder. So this is the most important window of our automation. And why? Because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button. For the trigger application, we have to search for Google Sheets. So let's search for Google Sheets and select it. For the event, we have to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row, and now we have to click on this connect. It is giving me the webhook URL using which we are going to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So what we have to do is we have to copy this webhook URL and open these sheets. And this is the sheet for which we want to create this automation, and in this sheet only I'm going to add the caption, hashtags and CTA. So what I have to do is I have to go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then you have to go towards this get add-ons. Alright, so let's go on this get add-ons, and after coming towards this get add-ons, we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So we have to search Pabbly Connect and then webhooks, and as you can see that this is the extension which you have to install. I have already installed this extension, so it is giving me the option of uninstall, but you have to install it from here. And after installing this, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. So it is really important to refresh your spreadsheet, otherwise you'll not be able to get the option of this Pabbly Connect webhooks in this extensions tab. And after getting this Pabbly Connect webhooks, you have to go towards this initial setup, and once we come on this initial setup, it is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, we're going to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. Alright, so let's paste it, and now for the trigger column, I'm going to enter my trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. So I want to send 6 details, so I've entered my trigger column as F. If you want to send 5 or 4, you can enter the trigger column as E or D according to your own spreadsheet and your own choice. And whenever the data is going to add it on that column, automatically the details of the same row will be sent towards the webhook URL which is towards Pabbly Connect, and the workflow is going to get started. After entering this webhook URL and the trigger column, you have to click on this submit, and once we click on this submit, it is saying setup configured successfully. So with this, we have successfully created a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, but now it is saying waiting for webhook response. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. But before we do the test submission, you have to keep in mind that you have to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and you have to switch on this button which is send on event. I have already switched it on, but you have to switch it on. You just have to click on this and it will get on. And why is it so important to switch on this button? Because if you don't switch on this button, the details will not be sent towards your webhook URL. And once you switch on this button, whenever a new submission is going to made in this, automatically the details will be sent towards your webhook URL and your workflow is going to get triggered. And after switching it on, we're going to do the test submission. So let's enter the post idea topic, platform, objective. Now let's enter the target audience, the tone, and now we're going to enter this key point. Alright, okay, I'm going to enter it over here, and as you can see, we have successfully completed this test submission. So now let's open our workflow, and Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same test submission. We just have to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is capturing the response of this, and as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response. You're going to see all the details which we entered during our test submission, and now using these details, I'm going to generate the caption, the hashtag and the suggested CTA. Alright, so for that we're going to use OpenAI. So I'm going to click on this add new action step. For the action application, I'm going to search for OpenAI. So in order to generate this, I'm using OpenAI. You can use any another platform, which is Gemini, Perplexity. Pabbly supports most of them. For the event, we have to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. After we click on this connect, if you have already created a connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect, go on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to go on add a new connection, and in the hypertext it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page. So we have to open the OpenAI API key page, go towards this create new secret key, name the key, select the project and click on this create secret key. Your key is created. You have to copy this key and paste it in this token section, and after pasting this key you have to click on this button which says save, and once we click on this save, our OpenAI account is connected. So easy. Now we have to select the AI model. So I'm going to keep it as GPT-5. You can select any another of your choice. Now I'm going to enter the prompt, and as you can see, we have entered this prompt using the input details we're going to enter. It is going to generate me the rest of the details. So I've customized this prompt according to my own business. You have to enter it according to yours, and now one by one I'm going to enter all of these details, but we are not going to enter the details manually by typing it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one I'm going to map all of these details. First I'm going to map this topic, then the platform, now I'm going to map the objective and the rest of the details. So you have to search for the details and map it like this, and it is really important that we do mapping so that our workflow can run in real time too. Alright, so one by one I'm going to map this tone first, then I'm going to move in further, and then I'm going to map the key points also. Alright, so let's erase this, and I'm going to map this key points. Now after mapping this, as you can see in the instructions, I've clearly mentioned that for the particular platform, generate the caption accordingly, and also I've mentioned that the output should be in JSON format because I wanted 3 separate fields so that I can map it further in this Google Sheets. Alright, so if you wish, I'm just going to attach this workflow link in the description box below. You can copy my prompt too. Now what we have to do is we have to click on this save and send test request, and once we click on the save and send test request, my AI agent, which is OpenAI, is going to generate me the relevant hashtags, the caption, and also a clear CTA. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till it is generating me all of these details in the JSON format. So yes, I've entered the prompt according to my own business needs. I've also mentioned that don't include emojis unless the tone is friendly or fun. So it depends upon you. If you wish to add more emojis, you can mention that in the prompt and everything as you wish, and automatically AI agent is going to generate you the details as you have entered in the prompt. And now we have to wait for a few seconds, and as you can see, it has successfully generated me the caption, hashtags and CTA. We're going to see that this is the caption. Alright, because it is for LinkedIn, so the caption is a little long. The next which we have is this hashtags. As you can see, these are the hashtags and this is the CTA. Alright, so now let's close this, and we're going to add these details in our Google Sheets. I'm going to click on this add new app, and now for the action application, we're going to select it as Google Sheets. For the event, we have to select update row. So let's search for update row, click on this connect. Now if you have already created this connection, go on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. You have to select the Gmail account with the help of which you want to create this connection, and after selecting this Gmail account, Pabbly is going to ask you for some permission. So click on this allow, because your data is 100% safe with us, no need to worry. You have to select the spreadsheet and the sheet in which you want to add the details. So this is the name of my spreadsheet and the sheet. Now it is saying row index. We have to map this row index, and now let's move on further, and now we're going to only map the 3 details because these are the only columns you can say that I want to update. Alright, so one by one I'm going to map all of these 3 details which my AI agent generated. The caption and then the hashtags, and then we're going to map this CTA too. And after mapping all of these, I'm going to click on this save and send test request, and we have received the positive response that we have successfully mapped it. So let's open our Google Sheets, and we're going to see the details have been added over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. Now whenever we're going to add the topic, platform, objective, objective, target audience, tone over here automatically. It is going to automatically generate the caption, hashtags and suggested CTA. And further, my team can approve it or decline it and post it on my social media platforms. If you wish to learn how to post it automatically on social media platforms using Pabbly Connect, we have a video on that too. I'll attach it in the description box below. You can check that too. Alright, so yes, you can see with this we have successfully completed our workflow. So now go and try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.